Hello everybody, my name is Skybound.
Flux.
And Tip Top.
And the reaction for this episode is down in the description. I'm going to say that now before we forget.
And it's Season 8, Episode 24 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, if the title didn't already give that away.
What was the episode called again?
Well, I don't have the title
I
for
thought
the
you
episode.
knew the title.
I've forgotten what it was.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know if I noticed
Well,
that.
it'd be in the title, won't it?
Well, you know what it is. You'll have read it. Just
And
below
we
the
would have
screen.
figured it out by the time this goes up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, interesting episode. Basically, Spike's not father comes along.
Spoilers.
And is like...
Freeloads off of Spike by emotionally manipulating him by thinking he's got time to make up, and Spike ends up going, "Shut up, Twilight, you're not my real mom."
Yeah. And we see that ponies have really screwed up skeletons.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I'm gonna have to rewind it and have a look at that afterwards.
If you watch it frame by...
There's a lot of very brief freeze frame moments that are
Also,
recapping Starlight in the bath being thrown out of the window.
Oh god.
Also with the X-ray view, when it shows Twilight's heart, that's showing up white like the rest of her bones. So
Ponies have hearts of stone.
yeah, ponies have hearts made of bone.
Maybe that explains Earth ponies. Maybe they're literally made out of Earth.
Very possible.
That would explain
No,
a lot.
they're composed of dark matter.
Oh god, yes.
Marshmallows.
Well, yeah, that would explain a lot actually.
Dark matter and marshmallows.
Well, stop fucking our own shit.
Applejack is composed entirely of dark matter, as we already know.
And Rarity is obviously composed of marshmallows.
Exactly.
Okay.
Side note: we do not ship Rarajack.
Yeah.
It's not a really reference I've done on.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
But
Yeah, back to the episode. I kind of the thing is, we've kind of seen the whole somebody coming in to freeload by emotional manipulation. We've kind of seen that a lot in other shows.
Well,
It's not a new story.
it's not a new story, and I think as far as the concept, I'm not saying it's exactly a one-to-one comparison, but it does bring up slight memories of, well, Dragon Quest. Let's put it that way. It's not in the same way.
Trying to find out what makes a dragon and what it to be like. I mean, I think Spike kind of, but I think this time kind of Spike more real. He only went along with it because he thought he was his father. Had it been just any other dragon, he probably wouldn't have bothered.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but he realised it himself eventually with the help of Smolder. Which makes which meant, you were correct in, if you've seen the actual reaction,
Yeah,
Tip-Top had actually pointed that out that it was, if Smolder was going to get involved.
Yeah, and like I think I mentioned it at the end of the reaction, but like Spike was saying about he knows who his real family is, I'm kind of getting the vibe that Smolder is becoming kind of like a big sister to Spike.
Yeah, probably an actual better, and not, I want to say
in the sense that Twilight's kind of like his mother.
Yeah, I mean, for example, I know Rainbow Dash yeah, in a similar way to Rainbow Dash is to...
Yeah, in a similar way to Rainbow Dash to Scootaloo, yeah.
Yeah, so, it's
Smolder also acts as a good kind of reference for dragons, because...
A kind of good middle ground between, a lot of the old dragon stuff trying to understand the new stuff.
She's got a similar kind of temperament in terms of being around ponies as Spike does. She lives around ponies as well as part of the school, but also because she's a dragon, she knows things about dragons that obviously the ponies wouldn't do. Like things like flying as a dragon is a good example of that, because obviously they have different ways of using their wings.
Talking about flying, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that seem a bit similar to season 4 and the way
Twilight got her wings?
Yeah,
and I did, and Spike suddenly having trouble flying despite having wings for half the season.
I think it was just a massive reference to that though, because Twilight even said, "Now let's get the big finish in there." Like, come on, that was a line straight out of the season 4.
Well, to be fair, I mean, thinking about it, has Spike actually done more than just hover a bit since he got his wings?
Honestly, I haven't really been keeping
he did
track.
the loop at one point. To be fair, when you say advanced tactics, the probably reason why that's actually the reason why they mentioned advanced tactics, I bet.
I think possibly given that obviously this was very much a standalone episode, this may have been originally intended to be shown earlier in the season.
Yeah,
very possible. I mean, to be honest, the episode titling with this series has been all over the place. Like, I've been Googling for like certain episodes, and I searched for one episode, and it like gives the title of an episode that we've already watched.
Yeah.
But it says it's the episode like 23 or something like that.
It's
so
because of all you know what's done it? It's the release schedule.
Yeah, because what we're watching are the early Australian releases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we would have watched it earlier, but the reason we're doing this is there's a couple of weeks coming up where Tip Top won't be here, and I'll be off at one of the local conventions.
We're recording all this in advance so we can get 4 episodes all taken care of now, so we can record the finale ahead of time. And speaking of which, of course, which is next?
Yes, but we'll be releasing that next week to keep it a little bit in sync.
Although to us it's only going to be in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, so actually right now...
We've got some Steins Gate shit going right on here.
We're all sort of time travel. Like, right now what you're seeing is not Saturday at the week you're watching this. In fact, it's kind of like watching a repeat on Dave.
Americans won't know what that is.
No, they won't. But
anyway, long story short, we're recording all this in advance so that 1, we can all be present for it, and 2, so that we can release it as soon as the episode officially is released in the States.
Yeah.
So hopefully you appreciate it.
Hold on a minute though. Isn't this the one that's technically out this week?
Yes, it is.
This one.
So basically, this one will be
I'm talking in reference to.
In reference to finale. We don't want to confuse people too much, mate.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this episode. I don't know. I think this to me was one of the weaker episodes of the season. I know people often have a downer on Spike episodes in general, but
I think as far as the episode's concerned, it was all right. It wasn't a rubbish episode, but
it was
really
kind of. I think it was mainly. I think my main issue was the plot line was just that predictable.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give it a 7. You know, if I was going to score it,
I'd give it maybe a 6.5.
Yeah, actually,
slight, kind of average,
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
I don't think one of the weaker episodes, maybe not the weakest, but
I can't help but feel like this is kind of like a bartering match because I was going to go 6.
Well, yeah, okay, fine.
Like I was going to say 6 for this one.
Okay, I'll take your 6 and raise you 6.5.
I'll take your 6 and give you 6.1. Let's keep it at that before this gets any more fucking ridiculous.
Well, it appears I've been sniped.
We're reviewing an episode, not haggling.
Yeah. I'll give it a 6. We'll split the difference and give it a 6.5. No, but I'm giving it like a straight.
I'll give it a 6.2 and a pickled egg.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell. I'll give it a 6 as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so I think. In a sense, maybe it's a good thing it was a slightly underwhelming episode because it's leading us right into the finale, which we're going to be watching in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So
let's hope the finale is a good one. I mean,
they've
been pretty good.
Well, in all, it's been a really good season. So let's hope they can end it on a high note.
It's been hit and miss, but there's never been really rubbish episodes. I would say, apart from that one with the Apple Jack.
I'd say there's been a few average episodes, but there's been some superb episodes.
I have high hopes for the finale, so and that's what we're going to be watching next. So stay tuned next week when we'll release the finale in both parts, both together. Yay! And yeah.
I think that's pretty much all we can say, really. This episode there wasn't a whole lot to say.
Yeah, there wasn't really much to talk about.
Yeah, links in the description in case you've skipped all of this, but who has?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much that. So from all of us here, we'll see you next week then. I'm Tip Top.
Skybound.
Starlight Lex.
And we'll see you in the finale.
Goodbye.